And now with Chapter 3, Lesson 1, Work and Power. Question number 1. Define the following terms. Work. What is the meaning of work? We said that work is done on an object when the object moves in the same direction in which the force is exerted. It means that to say that work is done, the object has to move in the same direction in which the force is applied. 2. Joule. Joule is the unit that's used to describe work. So what the meaning of joule? Joule is the amount of work you do when you exert a force of 1 Newton to move an object a distance of 1 meter. As we said that the object has to move a distance by the effect of the force applied on it. So joule is the unit that's used to describe work. So it means that joule is the work you do when you exert a force of 1 Newton to move an object a distance of 1 meter. Power is the rate at which work is done, or work divided by time. Question number 2. A circus strongman exerts a force of 1,500 newtons as he pushes on the side of the building. After pushing for 2 minutes, the building has not moved. How much work did the strongman do, and how do you know? Here, did the building move? No, he said that the building has not moved. So it means that there is no work done, because we said that to say that work is done, the object has to move in the same direction in which the force is applied. And here the building didn't move, so work here equals 0. Why? Because the building didn't move. Question number 3. Solve the following problems. Work. Sample problems. What force is needed to move a barrel 45 meters if 3,600 joules of work are accomplished? Here he's asking you to find the force. We said that force equals work divided by distance. At the beginning the rule was work equals force divided by distance. So force equals work divided by distance. Here you have the work, which is 3,600 joules, divided by the distance, which is 45 meters. So the force equals 80, and don't forget to write the unit, which is Newton. Number 2. How much work does Billy perform if he pushes the 8,000 newtons tall car a distance of 25 meters? Here is giving you the force and the distance. How could you find the work? Yes, work equals force multiplied by distance. Equals 8,000 multiplied by 25. Equals 200,000 joules. 3. If 68 joules of work were necessary to move a 4 Newton crate, how far would the crate moved? Here is giving you the work and is giving you the force, and he's asking you to find the distance. Distance equals work divided by force. Again, don't forget the main rule, which says that work equals force multiplied by distance. So if he's asking you to find the force, so equals work divided by distance. If he's asking you to find the distance, equals work divided by force. Here, work, which is 68, divided by 4 newtons equals 17 meters. For power, A sample problems. Work equals 500 joules. Here, the work equals 500 joules and the time equals 25 seconds. What is the power? We said power is the rate of doing work. So power equals work divided by time, which is 500 divided by 25 equals 20 watt. 20 watt. Why? What? Because we said that the unit used to express or to describe power is 20. It is watt, kilowatt, or horsepower. Point 2. Here is asking you to find the time if you know that the power used is 25 watts and the work equals 5,000 joules. So what is the time? Time equals work divided by power. So equals 5,000 divided by 25 equals 200. 200 what? Seconds. This is the unit used to measure time. The last problem here is asking you to find the work, and he has given you power and time. Work equals power multiplied by time equals 170 multiplied by 20, which equals 3,400. What is the unit used to describe work? Is joule.